guess what? He said, no, I'm going to handle this myself. I'm going to take it to his chin. Matter of fact, I'm going to do more than take it to his chin. I don't know how he killed the man, but he killed the man. Why? Because he still identified with his people. I believe you got a pastor who identifies with his people.
Hallelujah.
God told Moses to speak to the rock. Here's another one of his issues. He told him to speak to the rock, that water would spring from it. Moses instead struck the rock with his staff. That had a lasting impact on his final days. In Numbers chapter 20, verse number 12, it says, because ye believed me not, speaking to Moses, God speaking to Moses, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. In the New Living Translation, it says, because you did not trust me enough to demonstrate my holiness to the people of Israel. In the Contemporary English Version, it says, because you refuse to believe in my power, these people did not respect me. Wow. See, that's what the pastors got to realize, that a lot of times the people follow what you do. So when God tells you to do something and you don't do it, then God knows that the people will follow you. They don't see the Spirit, they see you. So when they see you, you represent God. Come on, somebody. You won't be ones. God speaking to Moses and Aaron. You won't be the ones to bring the congregation into the land that I've given them. That was the judgment for his disobedience. You got to pray for your pastor. Moses was one who literally went up on the mountains with God. However, because he was human, because he got upset, at times you see Moses slamming the tables down. At times you see Moses getting instruction from God. Speak to the rock. These people. He gets upset. Pray. You got an obligation. Pray for your pastor. The book of Numbers sees the Israelites move from Sinai to the edge of the promised land. But they refused to go in. When 10 out of 12 spies bring back a bad report about Israel's ability to take over the land. Every now and then, you're going to run into some folk that's got a bad report. The Israelites complained about the food. They complained about the climate. They complained about the slowness in which they were progressing. Even to the point where they would say, Egypt had been better than this wilderness trip. Egypt, out of all the things, it always baffles me when you hear the stories about slavery. And when the slaves, I'm talking about American slaves, when they were released, that some of the slaves literally said, I'm not leaving, master. I can't wrap my mind around it. How in the world can you have the opportunity to be free and you long to be enslaved? You long to be told what to do every time. Everything you do, somebody got to tell you to do it. But here it is. The folks were complainers. And I haven't seen a church without them in every church. I'm always wondering, with these millions of people traveling, how in the world did this bad news get started? I believe there was a complainer in the bunch. Y'all getting quiet on me. I believe that there was a complainer in the bunch. Somebody sitting back in the fellowship hall talking about, who made the chicken? I don't know. It's hard to me. It's hard. And somebody's always complaining. Does she have to sing every song? Did they fire the janitor? I'm seeing spec. Somebody's always complaining. And I'm telling you, I'm giving you something. I'm going to give it to you today. And I pray to God that it stays with Uplift. That when you encounter the complaining person, that you look them straight, that you're bold, that you can be bold and say, what, you want to go back to Egypt? I'm telling you, I want to clean. I don't want to do nothing. I got a lot of ideas for Uplift. I got some things, but it's not my church. Yeah. But if Pastor will allow me, I just want to do one thing here at Uplift.
Come on now.
Whenever somebody start complaining, you got to be bold. You got to be strong. See, a lot of times Christians not bold and strong. You don't know how to look somebody that's getting ready to set a fire in this place that'll mess up the whole fellowship. I've seen churches that were thriving and the pastor was vibrant and things were moving well and they were going to build a whole new building. And guess what? Folks start complaining. Church split. This half go this way, that half go that way, and guess what? It does not move forward. You got to be able to shut it down. Look them in the eye and say, what? You want to go back to Egypt?
Shut it down. Yes, sir.
Listen, if you lose their friendship, just lose it. I don't think they're your friend no way. I don't think they're part of the body no way. They might need to leave. I was supposed to lose some amens right there. But as long as you got them, they're going to cause problems. I'm telling you, they're going to cause problems. But can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
You got to understand that when those kind of folks cause problems in the house of God, God will handle that.
Yes, He will.
Matter of fact, this is what God did for Moses.
Yes, He will.
He said, you know what, Moses? They not going into the promised land. Oh, my goodness, God, it's a whole lot of them. It's thousands upon thousands of them. Ain't none of them going into the promised land. He allowed them to wander in the wilderness for 40 years until they died off. And then after they died off, guess what? He said, now the rest of y'all going to go into the promised land. You got to learn how to handle complainers, nip it at the bud. Listen, many of forest fires would not have burned down the forest if somebody would have stepped on the match. It's done. So I hope y'all see you laughing, but I hope you get what I'm saying. You got to stop it right there. It messes stuff up when you got a complainer in the house. All right, I'm almost done. I got one more point that I want to share with you because it's amazing that we haven't talked about it yet, but Moses was human.
Yes, he was.
Moses was called by God. And you got to understand, to do what Moses was called to do, he had to have faith. He had to have faith. Moses had to have faith. I'm telling you, the children of Israel would have died in Egypt if I was Moses. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. If I was Moses and God called me up on the mountain and I'm seeing this bush, I'm gone. It's just me. See nobody else with me. Everybody else, you see a burning bush, you be like this. Yes, God. You speaking to me? You want me to let the people go? I will go tell them, God. No, that's not me. I'm like, whoa. Look at that junk right there. Is that what? Whoa, I'm gone. I'm sorry, if y'all was the Israelites, y'all been in Egypt, I'd have been like, sorry, y'all. Yeah, he called me up on the mountain, but I wasn't going up there. You got to be some kind of man to take on this responsibility to sit and to hear from God all the time.
All the time.
You think I'm kidding? Watch this. The Israelites, you know what they said? Moses, you go up there and talk to him.
Yeah, you go.
No, listen, Moses, you talk to him, then bring us back. You talk to us, but he talks to you. We can't deal with it. Not that. Come here. Commandment 1. Jesus. I'm sitting there shaking. Where's the porta potty up here? No. You got got to understand the job. See, many times folks don't understand what a pastor goes through.
No.
Don't know the hats he got to wear. Hallelujah. Thank you, Holy Ghost. So what it says is that this thing is done by faith. One man will take you to one level, and then the next man will take you to the next.
That's right.
God makes changes according to his will and his timing. You got to understand a thing about faith. When you go into Hebrews chapter 11, it says, now faith is the substance of things what? Hope for. It's the evidence of things not seen. Come on, you know that word. It's stuff you ain't never seen before. Some of the stuff he's going to ask you to do, we ain't done it like that before. Thank you, sis. I'm used to the old way, but guess what? It's a new way, and I'm just here to help.
That's it.
Whatever I can do. If you need me to vacuum, I'll vacuum.
That's right.
I lost some amens right there. If you need me to vacuum, I'll vacuum. If you need me to come up and set up tables, I'll set up the table. If you need me, I'm there for you. I'm just here to help. It says by faith, the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God. It says Abel offered up a sacrifice to God, and it was pleasing to God. Enoch was translated and had a testimony that he pleased God. Pastor, if you don't got nothing else, you're going to need faith. Oh, you're going to need faith. You're going to need faith to step out on stuff, and stuff ain't under your foot. You're going to need faith to look people in their eye when they say bye, and to be able to say bye. By faith, Noah prepared an ark. I'm thanking God for him dropping that in my spirit, because I believe just like we were in the day of Noah, we're right back there now. Can you imagine? Fashion comes back in. They look at their skinny jeans and they say, "Ooh, look at these skinny jeans was already out. Don't think that's something new." A regular leg is coming back, and then wide leg is going to come back. Just give it a few years. All this stuff is coming back. Oh, girl, you see this right here? You see this right here? Listen, that style been out before. It comes back around. And let me tell you something else. It's coming back around where men are marrying and giving and marrying. They're eating and drinking and having a good time. But we need men and women of God that's going to stand up and do what God called them to do. You got to go out into the highways and the hedges and compel them who do not know him to come into this ark of safety. You got to be bold about it. I'm listening to the brother already, and he got plans. Listen, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Go out and get them. Why? Because it's coming a day that it's going to rain, folks. It's going to rain. Just like in the day of Noah, it's coming. It is on our door. You see the leaders that are in the nations right now all over this world. And every nation, when you look at them, you go, wow, he's their leader? Wow, he's their leader? Wow, he's our leader? Exactly. How is this happening? Because just like in the day of Noah, folks don't believe that Jesus Christ is going to crack that sky. Folks, no. Come on, man. You're talking some futuristic sci-fi stuff. Jesus is not going to crack no sky. Yes, he is. He's going to listen. We which are alive and remain are going to be caught up to meet him in the air. It is by faith. Noah prepared an ark. And we are right there now, folks. By faith, Abraham obeyed. And he was out. He went out not knowing where he was going. Through faith also Sarah conceived seed and was delivered of child when she was past age. Let me tell you what we're looking for. When God is in the house, miracles, signs, and wonders are going to follow. I thank God for the man of God and the spirit that he has. Did you see him pull together that choir? Listen, before he even became the installation service this afternoon, he says, guess what? God is calling people to do things, and he's calling them do stuff that you're not used to doing. Come here. So-and-so. You see him calling? Come here, so-and-so. So-and-so right over here. But Pastor, you don't want to do that. It's going to disrupt that. Listen, go with them. You're going to find out that if the children of Israel would have minded their business, left the leadership in Moses' hand, all of them would have went to the promised land. Listen, God showed them miracles too, because you know their shoes didn't wear out while he was walking around the wilderness for 40 years. He was showing them, guess what? If you can just deal with manna just for a little while, if you can deal without your cucumbers, your leeks, your onions, if you can just deal without them for a little while, God's got something better for you. And when God shows it to you, don't say you can't do it. But watch this. Repeat after me and I'm through. Pastor, by faith, we can do it. Amen.